What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to HCS Pro Talk, your weekly Halo esports podcast. This is episode 360 for the week of November 17th, 2024. And the title of this week's episode is Squashing Bugs. My name is Josh, aka JK Fire, aka Still the Sick One. This week I'm joined by the man. How do I introduce you today?
You go by clothes? That's all you really got.
You know, dartboard notwithstanding, the elated one, Will, aka I am Mr. Mayhem. Will, how are you doing on this Monday evening?
I'm doing all right. A little tired as always.
Yeah.
But you know, we out here.
How
are you, man?
I'm fucking still sick, man.
Yeah, it's another remote show.
It is another remote show.
Plus, I would have been much later to your place.
Yeah, this one worked out for both parties.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, it's going all right. I feel better than I did earlier last week, because it's literally just been lingering the entire time. And so yeah, I feel a little better from that standpoint. But so like, if you guys hear me coughing, I apologize. Because that's basically where we're at, is that it's a lot of coughing. So that's my life update, Will.
All right.
Do you want to know what's on this week's episode of the show?
What do we got?
Inquisitor is out for the time being. The EAC bug might actually have a legitimate fix. Maybe. And Rostermania continues because, of course it does. So, without further ado, as my Discord refreshes on my laptop, so you're going to have to give me a fucking hot second. God damn it. I'm so mad about this.
Do.
All right.
Do.
Thank you. It's time for some competitive news.
I thought you were pressing the button already.
No, I was waiting for you to finish it. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah.
Fair enough. I was trying to be in time.
Oh no, I appreciate it, you know. First up, the aftermath of the level 50 LAN. This is by Swiftkill, and as you notice, I'm fucking wearing the shirt, baby. Actually, I gotta give a shout out. I gotta give a shout out to Millhouse, as a matter of fact. Very, very, very fast ship time. Like, from the time I ordered the shirt, I had the shirt like 3 days after I ordered it, which is pretty fucking cool. So that was great.
Good on them.
Yeah, good on them. Shout out Millhouse. But there are three Well, let's just say that I'm going to say it now because I almost said it before. I almost said 3 teats and not tweets. So, but I just said teats anyway. There was that. There are 3 tweets that Swiftkill had put out, and these are what they say. The first one was lots of things to close out on the back end of things. Payments to players, 30 days minimum, 60 days max. Closing costs, getting a stats and VOD website up, and discussions of what comes next starts now. I'm telling you, I'm going to be fucking coughing a lot. I apologize. And then also, I have some fucking subs I need to give woos to for a second here.
Oh, yeah.
All right. First up, Lumberquack with the 7-month resub, John with the 18-month resub, Blackout with the 12-month resub, and Diode with the 12-month resub as well. You all, that's fucking 1, 2, 3, 4. That's woo! Thank you all so very much for the resubs. Greatly appreciated. Thank you. And everybody that's tuning in live for the show right now, welcome. Hope everyone's having a great fucking night. And thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to hang out with us and talk about some Halo, because that's what we love to do. That's what we love to do. The second tweet here from Swiftkill states, stats from the event are all there. I think we got 100% of the games played for Halo 2. Need to do some quality spot checks to confirm, but looking good. Unfortunately, the audio glitched on some of the VODs, but I believe I have all the videos for both Halo 1 and Halo 2 team games.
Awesome.
Yes. So again, that is in reference to the first tweet that was put out, where there's going to be a VOD and stats website that is made for this. So you'll be able to go back and watch any and all games from the event. You can look up all the statistics from the event, and it's just fucking awesome. I love how it didn't stop after the conclusion of that Sunday. The fact that the Sunday concluded, we're on to next things, And we're just going to keep this going, make this bigger, make this better. I love it. And then the third tweet was, now that we have an event under our belt, I think we can support multiple games.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh is right. So stay tuned for that. And shout out to SwiftKill, not only, again, for putting on an unfucking believable event, but not wanting to stop there. I love the fact that you're not resting on your laurels. Like, you want to do bigger, you want to do better, you want to support the scene even further, and it needs to be commended. So shout out to you, SwiftKill, and obviously we're supporting you whenever you decide to do for the future. Next up, let's talk about Inquisitor here. Halo Infinite ranked update. This is by Halo Support. The map Inquisitor has been temporarily removed from all ranked playlists while the team investigates a performance bug. Stay tuned for updates on Inquisitor's return once the issue has been resolved. And again, for those unaware, this is primarily on Xbox, the series consoles, obviously, and performance is frankly abysmal, where you are massively dropping frames consistently throughout the map. So hopefully things do get resolved, and things get resolved quickly, and the map, as long as it performs properly, is able to be put back into those ranked playlists.
Yeah. I even noticed issues on PC too with frame drop. It's not as severe as the consoles, but got to give props for how fast they got it out as well. Like, we hadn't seen that turnaround time before.
Absolutely.
With a removal of a map with issues. So good on them.
And this isn't even like the other thing to kind of commend them on as well is, like, this isn't even during the competitive season. This is during the off season. They're just like, no, it does not perform well. It's like, fucking yank it out immediately. I love that. So
yeah, I'm sure they were probably seeing high quit out rates. And I even had my first time that I loaded into Inquisitor, I had the texture glitch. Couldn't see like an enemy literally had to be like face to face with me to see.
I hate that, man.
Yeah,
I fucking hate that. I've had that on Live Fire and Recharge, and I think another map as well. And it's just like, sometimes it's goofy because sometimes it's funny to look at that stuff, but when it seriously impedes your gameplay, it's like, oh fuck. And then the worst part is, like, if you're in a ranked game and you quit that or whatever, like, do you quit and take the CSR hit, or do you just stick through it and then hopefully your team wins, or you just take the CSR hit anyway?
Yeah, I quit out. I'm like, I'll take the penalty, let the team get off with, not having anything.
Yeah.
And I'll gain that 15 back. It'll be fine.
Oh, look at you. Just fucking love that confidence. I'll gain that fucking 15 back. Fuck you. Love that shit. All right.
Looks like you're going to send me down that far. I'll get back to where I was. Come on.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, the light at the end of the tunnel. Potentially.
Ooh.
Potentially. This is by Halo Support. The Halo Infinite team has identified a potential fix for easy anti-cheat errors that occur when starting a matchmaking search or joining a custom game. If validated by the team, this fix will be included in the next game update on December 3rd, 2024. Stay tuned for news.
Please be the fix. Please be the fix. I'm so annoyed by EAC.
This is now for those that play on PC, this is like, you will have known about this forever. Players on console, I don't believe, receive this error unless you're playing with folks from PC, in which case somebody might have it. But if you're only playing on console and you're only playing with console people, then you're never going to receive this error. And if I'm correct.
Yep. No, you're all right. You're
perfect. Right. But regardless,
hi, Haley. Sorry.
No, you're fine. It gave me a second to cough anyway. Also, Haley with the 8-month resub, you get a woo! Thank you so much for the 8-month resub. Greatly appreciated. Welcome back. Shout out to Arkansas. But no, what I was going to say is, if there's one thing I've learned, Will, is that we need to be paying close attention to the verbiage that's being used in these tweets, in these announcements, whatever they may be. And I don't mean, for this specific tweet, I don't mean that in a negative sense, because of how detailed this post sounds. Right?
Yeah.
They have identified a potential fix for errors that occur when starting a matchmaking search or joining a custom game. So they're covering both bases there. Not one or the other. They're covering both. And they're saying outright fix, and they're only saying potential.
The other thing that worries me, the only thing that is the last statement they put out was like, close and restart your game. This should fix the issue.
Oh God, yeah.
Right?
No.
This has to be like a internal fix. If it's something like that where it's, load up theater and back out. Like, no. That's not a fix.
No, it's a Band-Aid.
A Band-Aid.
And it's a fucking shitty ass Band-Aid. It's a non-waterproof Band-Aid that you go into the fucking shower and it rips off immediately. Because you literally start another game and it could happen right after that.
Yeah. So I'm hoping this is the actual fix coming through.
Agreed. And hey, we'll be the fucking first to tell you if it's shit or not. So stay tuned for that. All right. The final piece of competitive news here. We have the HCS All-Stars list. This is by the HCS. So, we'll just go through it here. Will, do you want to start with the top 10 in that graphic, or do you want me to take it? What would you like to do?
I have my dark mode on my PC.
Okay.
And it's making the graphic inverted colors.
Okay. I will, okay. I'll wait for you.
Top 10. All right. That first graphic. HCS All-Stars.
Now these are the top 10. Like, these are the HCS All-Stars.
We have Formal, Lucid, Stellar, Eco, Bound, Legend, Snakebite, Renegade, Frosty, and Royal 2.
Very nice.
Honorable mentions. You want to take it? You want
Sure.
Me?
I'll take the honor. We'll just go graphic by graphic.
Okay.
Your honorable mentions include Trippy, Dead Zone, APG, Lethal, and Soul Snipe. And the thing to keep in mind here, because what I should do, there's a Waypoint article that goes alongside this. Hold on one second.
You know, link it.
I mean, it's in the show notes, but yeah, I'll put it in the chat as well. Because here's the thing that gets me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna read the beginning of this article, okay? In the world of competitive Halo, excellence takes many forms. From the sheer dominance of the league's elites to the undeniable impact of contenders on the rise, the HCS remains a stage where legends are born. Now, after 3 full seasons of thrilling competition in Halo Infinite, the time has come to honor our All-Stars. Join us as we celebrate those who have truly defined the current era of Halo esports and continue to inspire future generations. The top 10 HCS All-Stars were selected after considering the following: a pro player vote, prize money earned, and placings and achievements. Sorted by amount of land prize money earned, then they go through a list that they have. Okay? So the only thing that they are paying attention to, it seems, within this is Infinite itself, not HCS all-encompassing. You know what I mean? This isn't like this isn't an HCS, or this isn't a top 25 player list, right?
Yes, just Infinite.
Correct. This is literally just Infinite, because the reason I say that is, obviously in a vacuum, if we look at Halo Infinite, yes, I would not have Lethal in the top 10. But if we're looking at HCS encompassing, I would have Lethal in the top 10 in place of one of these players.
Sure.
That's where I'm coming from. But with the understanding that this is not all encompassing the HCS, this is just Infinite the past 3 years, it obviously makes sense. Will, I'm sorry to keep talking. Go ahead. What are our rising stars?
Rising stars. I just want to say it is kind of crazy that the top 10 are literally all of FaZe, all of SSG, and then 2 Optic members. Rising stars, though, we have Suppressed, Cycle, Mental, Last Shot, and Woodham. KBM Warrior at the end there. Love to see it.
Shout out Woodham. Also, I think it's fucking hilarious that 3/4 of Shopify are on that list. You know? So, shout out Shopify, I guess.
Yeah.
Goddamn. Yo, Swiftkill, thank you for the follow. Greatly appreciated.
Hey.
Shout out.
Thank you.
Shout out. Trippy's been an Optic the whole time, won a world championship and isn't on it. I mean, he's on, but he's on the honorable mentions portion. So he was right outside that top 10 is what it sounds like. All right, next up, we'll go region specific here. For Europe, we had, surprising literally fucking nobody, Sika, SLG, Chick, and Snipe Drone, and then Jimbo as well. So shout out to all you guys. Very much earned. Very much earned. Go ahead, Will.
From the Mexico region, we have Tapping Buttons, Drift, Noble, Atso, and Acid.
Kind of the bog standard, you know?
Yep.
Absolutely. And yes, Sin makes a good point. It says Mexico is the alpha roster plus Tapping Buttons. Yep, that's exactly what it is.
100%.
And again, well earned. Well fucking earned. And finally, from the Australia-New Zealand region, we had Barcode, Slays, and Berserk, Sways, Plasma, and Scoob Meister of Team.
Are you ready?
There we go. There we go. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen, well, actually, I should say, Will, Eddie, is there any surprises here? Is there any players that you'd have otherwise in your top 10 or your honorable mentions or whatever?
No surprises, really, right?
Mm-hmm.
These have been the dominant teams and players through the last 3 years. One player that has performed very well, and maybe this was influenced by this last year, but Spartan feels like he was an all-star when he was playing and on these teams. We talked about how he was the backbone of that, Sentinel squad at the time.
Yeah, he's the
difference
X
maker.
factor of the team. Yeah. Or the team that he was on. He was the X factor of that complexity roster as well, besides, fucking everything up, but.
Exactly. But he makes a difference when he's on these teams. I'm sure this came down to being banned for the year. I feel like he deserves some notoriety for his skill and what he does to teams. Yeah,
absolutely. And clearly, this was a stretch over 3 years, right? And you have easily the best players in the world on these lists. And that's not a slight to Spartan at all. It's just, the lack of consistency in this last season. Some of it was health wise, some of it was decision wise, whatever it may be. But you're right. When he's playing, he's typically playing very well. He's playing at an incredibly high level, and his skill is undeniable.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing that I liked about watching him, and that I expect to see out of him this year, so long as he's on a roster, obviously, is he's a player that so long as his aggressiveness doesn't get in his way, it really feels like he can open the door for his teammates, for making plays and everything. And that kind of goes vice versa as well. So yeah, I'm excited to see what he's able to do. He has a massive chip on his shoulder for this season, and I'm very excited to see what team he gets picked up by, what roster he's with, and just seeing what they're able to do. Seeing what they're able to do with a new fucking fire lit under his ass. I'm very excited to watch it happen.
Yeah, he can be a difference maker for any team he steps into, and could shake things up in that midfield. Yeah,
we'll just have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait and see.
That's right. To everybody that is just tuning in, welcome to the live show. That was the HCS All-Stars list by the HCS. We just ran through all of them that they had. And that is it, Will, for the competitive news. Which means it's time for Rostermania!
So yeah, a little Rostermania this week. Nothing major, but still major.
Yeah.
Start off with Joe Sketch retires from commentating in esports. Message from Sketch, not Sketch from Halo Studios. Joe Sketch. All right. Anyway, on this day, 1 year ago, we had the final day of the Europa Halo Blackpool LAN. A dream of mine, 5 years in the making since I first started commentating in Halo with Europa Halo. The goal was always to commentate at a LAN and to do that with the like-minded people who served as a bastion for grassroots Halo for many years was a real honor. I can think of no better day than the anniversary of this event to announce that I will be retiring from commentating in esports. It has been a joyous experience to be involved in over 100 Halo projects as a caster, from online cups to podcasts and live events. My career started in 2018 when I by chance jumped in as a caster for Europa Halo Cup that my team at the time couldn't compete in. And I loved it so much that I continued from there. I first started competing 14 years ago in Halo Reach, and throughout that time I have met some truly incredible people that I can call true friends even outside the scene. I wish you all the best in Halo and in life. It truly has been a pleasure, Joe Sketch Morse. So sad to see you go. But again, we always want people to do what's best for them and hopefully on to bigger and better things.
Yeah, shout out to Sketch. Thank you for everything you've contributed over the years, especially to the European Halo community. It simply wouldn't be the same without you. And very much looking forward to what you decide to do in your future endeavors. Yeah, good luck to you.
Yeah.
Smooth Operator, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show.
All right, next up, Dark Matter's team looking for an org. This is going to be Uzi, Zuzi, Hativ, and Dark Matter. So if anyone wants to pick these guys up, they're out there.
They're feisty.
A little feisty, huh?
Yeah, you guys want a little fucking feisty ass team? And I mean that in a good way. Like, if you want a team that can fucking battle, go get them. Go fucking get them.
Next up, Palfius announces free agency. He states, free agent for next year of HCS. Potential team of 2 with a couple players. DM me for more info. Qualified for Worlds FFA this year at SLC and placed 3rd. Want a team that can fight to make it into pools. Love that drive from Palfius. Spoke to him at Worlds after his FFA loss.
Great guy.
And, you know, he was pretty dejected, but, you know, tried to boost him up. Glad to see he's getting back in it. Because I know after a loss, like, you're down in the dumps. But I didn't want Pal to leave, like, stop playing.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of where he was with his mindset.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm glad to see he's putting the work in and wanting to get back into it.
Shout out Palfius. Shout out P United.
That's right.
But no, hopefully
former P United alum.
Yes. But yeah, seriously, hopefully you find a roster that fits around you and you're able to compete at a high level like we know you're able to. And you're right there, man. You're right fucking there. I'm telling you, man, you just tweak a couple things, as you're well aware, you guys are right fucking there. What does Pistola do nowadays? We don't know. We do not know. I think the most recent update that we ever heard was not very recent, but that he is doing, I forgot who tweeted it out, but somebody that is closer to him said that he was doing better than that last tweet that he ever put out. And that's kind of where we're at. So yeah, hopefully he's doing well. Obviously we fucking love to see him back or in any capacity. And we just, honestly, even if he never came back, just to know that he's okay. Like that's all we want. We just want to know he's okay.
100%.
So yeah. And yes, Juan, yes, he was almost at Worlds. Yep.
Almost. That would have been insane, but understandable.
Indeed.
All right. Last piece of news, or Rostermania news, I should say. Into the Breach. They released Jimbo, Mighty, and Chick. And now Jimbo has a team looking for an org, which is going to be Mighty's, Chick, Sika, Glory, and Jimbo stepping in as the coach. Jimbo also put a tweet out saying he would explain later with more detail on the move
to coaching.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just looking forward to that tweet.
Very
see
much
what's going
so.
on there.
Yep. And again, for those who don't recall, Quadrant have departed not only the HCS, but esports in general, which means that their team of 4 previously, they were going to be free agents anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, you can put 2 and 2 together and kind of figure out what ITB is more than likely going to be then. But yes, we do have what Jimbo's team looks to be at this point in time. But the only thing I'm going to say is that until pen hits the paper, nothing's finalized. So there's that. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to seeing what Jimbo says about moving to the coaching role. Because obviously he still has it. Like, he can still obviously compete. So.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Dobby with the 29-month resub. You get a woo! Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. 29 months. Holy fuck. You're a legend. Thank you very much.
Yeah. That's it for Rostermania this week, folks.
Hell yeah. Thank you very much, Will. It's time for your upcoming tournaments of the week presented by NoobGoblin.com. Check out NoobGoblin.com for all your Halo esports needs. That's right. The website's back up, baby. Tuesday, November 19th, we have the HRL Recreational FFA Series 11, week number 7. Another fucking mouthful. There you go. Yeah, Danny, I feel like shit still. Well, I don't feel like shit, but I don't feel great. I'll just say that. We're hanging in there, though. Wednesday, November 20th, we have the Halo Rec League Mixed week number 6. On Thursday, November 21st, we have the Halo Rec League Pre-Made week number 6. On Friday, November 22nd, we have the AGLA American Griffball League of America Halo Infinite Winter League 25 begins. Again, that starts on Friday, November 22nd. On Saturday, November 23rd, we have the SWAT Salja Episode 7 Tango 3v3. And finally, on Sunday, November 24th, if you haven't signed up already, you only have a few days left to do so, is the P United 4v4 draft tournament, in which Will be a special guest on the broadcast for it. So make sure you
sounds like I'm going to get some casting in, Josh.
Oh, he's going to get some fucking casting in, guys.
Let's go. We're going to get partnered up with Sin. Going to hear us yelling over some gameplay. It's going to be great.
You better not drag her ass down, Will. I tell you what, man.
I know, right? I'm nervous.
But on the surface, you were calm and ready.
Talked a little bit. We talked a little bit about it already. She said, like, when she started out, she did more play-by-play, and now she's getting into like analytics. So I might step into that play-by-play role, and she'll take the analytics side and just bounce back and forth.
Hell yeah.
Go from there.
Love that. Love that. So again, if you have not signed up yet, you only have a few days left to do so, and there are community donations that keep coming in for the prize pool. So get in there, compete. It's going to be a fucking great time. It's going to be passion-filled, as always. And, yeah.
If you want to win some money, right? Like, right now, with the extra donations, the prize pool, if it fills to all 64 players, will be over $1,000, which is insane for a community-run tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Community funded. Let's go.
Let's go.
If you haven't signed up, please sign up.
Do it up. Do it up. All right. That's it for the upcoming tournaments of the week presented by NoobGoblin.com. Check out NoobGoblin.com for all your Halo esports.
You work Sundays. That's a bummer. Sorry.
Wow. I just like fucking, wow. I don't even know what. It's time for some regular news. Delta Arena playlist is getting BR starts. This is via a clip from the community playdate stream that Halo Studios had put on, in which case Sketch confirmed during the broadcast that the Delta Arena playlist will be getting BR starts. The MA5K will be the secondary weapon, or the BR will be the secondary, but either way, you will have BR starts available in that playlist. I'm I don't know if that's going to be tomorrow. It could be. I forgot. You can go watch the clip in the show notes. Feel free to. But yeah, if not tomorrow, because we record the show on Mondays, so the reason I say tomorrow is because updates come out on Tuesdays. So yeah, stay tuned because that should be coming. And yes, I agree. I think it's needed. What is it? I'm gonna get this wrong. Is it Ascension? Whatever the fucking map is with the like the rotating pillar in the center, and then you have the giant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm fucking talking about?
Yes, it's horrible. It's horrible with SMGs.
I've heard that map
unplayable at times.
Right, I've heard that map. Like if you get a BR on that map, you just dominate. Like that's it. It's game over because you literally can't fight with that SMG cross map. So,
yep.
BR starts, I think, is going to be very much appreciated overall. Next up, Halo Infinite playlist update. This is by Halo Support. The featured rotational playlist is the Workshop 1v1 Showdown has rotated into the third featured slot. If you encounter any issues in the combat workshop, submit a ticket so the development team can investigate. The map Fortress has been added to the following playlists: Arena Objectives, Quick Play, and Rumble Pit. The map Isolation, oh, for fuck's sake. The map Isolation has received an update. This map is included in the Arena Objectives, Quick Play, and Rumble Pit playlists, so stay clear of them. And then the weighting of specific maps and modes has been adjusted in the following playlists based on player feedback: Arena Objectives, Firefight King of the Hill on Normal, Quick Play, and Rumble Pit. And then several modes have been added to the 343 Industries list in the custom game menu. And then the final piece of regular news, Cannon Fodder Coming of Age by Halo Studios, includes some Halo 2 information in there, all that fun stuff. That's it for the regular news. Got games watch! The Vegas Falcons will. They've signed somebody to the coaching staff. It's none other than Clayster. He's back. Part of me
stay away.
He couldn't. Part of me genuinely thought that he might have been an option for the desk talent for this year, because I think he genuinely did a great job providing that. I mean, no offense to like Nameless or anything like that, because obviously he was a former pro, but just a more current pro's mindset on that desk, I think just helps and amplifies things even further. So I loved when he was on the desk. So I was thinking that maybe there was an opportunity for him there, but hey, either way, glad he's still going to be in the scene. Hope he's able to assist with coaching a great team and seeing if something can happen there.
Yeah.
And then finally, the CDL 2025 season has been announced. This is by the Call of Duty League. It kicks off opening weekend on Friday, December 6th. We're thrilled to welcome Cloud9, Team Falcons, and G2 to the CDL. G2 will have its first full season in the league this year as the Minnesota Rocker. Team Falcons has formed the Vegas Falcons, and Cloud9 has formed Cloud9 New York. These teams have been thick in the Rostermania already, and we're excited to watch the imprint they leave on this league in the 2025 season. And now here are the details. There will be 4 majors. Major 1 is hosted by Toronto Ultra. Major 2 is hosted by Optic Texas. Major 3 is hosted by the Miami Heretics. And Major 4, with more details to come on who's going to be hosting that one. Qualifying weeks. Each major, there will be online qualifier weeks to determine seeding heading into the team-hosted LAN major. This season, there will be 4 weeks of online qualifiers for Majors 1 and 2, and 3 weeks of online qualifiers for Majors 3 and 4. In Major 1 and 2, teams will play 7 matches each, and in Majors 3 and 4, they will play 5 matches each to determine tournament seeding. Now, in a new addition to the 2025 season, online minor tournaments are 12-team single elimination tournaments held over 3 days. The 2025 minor tournaments will take place in the middle of the qualifiers for Majors 1 and 2 and will add some extra excitement to the online portion of competition. These tournaments will be seeded by CDL standings at specific points in the season. Minor Tournament 1 will be seeded by the standings after the first 2 weeks of the CDL regular season, while Minor Tournament 2 will be seeded by the standings after Major 1 concludes in Spain. Now, what are they playing for? Each minor tournament will have a $20,000 winner-take-all prize pool and valuable CDL points at stake. First place will receive 30 CDL points, second with 20, and third and fourth with 10 apiece. The points will be used for postseason seeding only, not major tournament seeding, but can make all the difference when it comes to the postseason cutoff. CDL points. They're up for grabs throughout the season. Will be similar to 2024, with additional points being available for the top 4 teams at each minor tournament. And then the season will be played on hardpoint, search, and control, as expected. Beth says they tweeted the map set too in case you didn't see it. I did see it. I think that was today, wasn't it? I'll make sure I'll include it in the show notes. I won't go over them here, but I'll include them in the show notes. Challengers, we're back with the 2025 Challenger season. They're kicking off the season in all 4 regions on November 23rd and 24th with our first Challengers Cup. Elite is also back in North America and Europe with the first qualifier taking place on January 4th and 5th. Additional information on the Challenger season can be found at the link they provide, and more details to follow on Opens and Challengers finals. And then the regular season schedule is included in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show. Will, did you want to say hi?
Oh, I waved. Hi, Ronan.
Oh, perfect. Okay. That's it for Cotton of the Games Watch. It's time for Will's Adventures with Lovers, another game too, or other life experiences too. Will, what did you play over the last week?
All right. Of course, Halo Infinite. I jumped into 8th series on Thursday, had HRL on Wednesday. We made playoffs for HRL.
Congratulations.
Because there's only 4 teams.
You know what?
Division.
Fuck you. Congratulations regardless, you ass. Oh my God.
But yeah, we go up against Rasta's team in the playoffs. Week 1.
I'll unplug his internet for you.
Perfect. I'm a little proud because they are 5-1.
Okay.
And we gave them that 1 loss this season.
Damn.
So shout out Rasta's team and Casual for killing it.
Yeah.
But we caught them on that week.
That's right.
We got them. We got them once.
Will
the playoffs be streaming on Netflix, Ronan? I mean, if you want to watch it buffering for hours.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So yeah, that was Infinite. And then, yeah, you said life experience stuff. Had someone come into town that's never been to Minnesota before.
Shout out.
Went to the Mall of America, did go-karts there. And there's a place in the mall called the Fair on 4. It's like arcade, axe throwing, go-karts. I got to use my F1 2021 video game training, put it to the test on the course.
Damn.
I felt there was
did the skills come into play?
Oh yeah.
Okay, all right.
I was on racing lines. I made the most epic pass on someone.
God damn.
I was coming down this ramp and I could just see the line they were taking. I just shouted, "Going inside!" and just cut through, got in front of them, Didn't cut them off because you can't be mean in go-karts, but made an awesome pass. The 2 other people that were on the course with us, they had been there before. So the one gentleman's lap time was 34 seconds and mine came in my fastest lap time was 40. So for the first time, me never seeing the track before, hitting a 40-second lap time, I felt pretty proud of myself.
That's pretty fucking awesome.
So yeah, go-karts, fun. And then also went to a place, if anyone's ever in St. Paul, Can Wonderland. It's, again, another arcade bar. They have mini golf. So I got my ass kicked in foosball, in Connect 4. Played some of the basketball game where you just, I don't know. It's the cage. You know what I'm talking about? The basketball cage.
Yeah. Yep.
What else? There was a racing game that.
Oh my God, Michael.
I freaking totaled my car pretty much. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
It wasn't good. What else? Yeah. Played a bunch of arcade games, Pac-Man. Got my butt kicked all night. It was fun. So yeah, that was my gaming experience over the last week.
Hell yeah. Love that.
What do you got, Josh?
Oh, I played a couple games that are not Halo. I played Guild Wars 2, which I am lost in this. I don't know what happened, Will, but something clicked and now I can't stop.
Oh no.
It's a weird feeling. It's a really weird feeling.
It's like WotC with or Diode.
League?
Sorry, I got the name change, man.
Yeah, with fucking League.
Diode with League, yes.
Yeah, seriously. It's something clicked and now it's now that game where I can't stop thinking about it. Like when I stop playing it, all I want to do is hop back on. I wonder if this is what people who are addicted to WoW feel like, because it's a weird fucking feeling. And like I'm now in the deep end of like finding YouTubers that do like content around the game and stuff like that. It's just I'm fucking fully invested now. So right. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of that, and I'm probably gonna play after. I'm gonna play later tonight when Lene goes to bed. But then also I'm gonna cough real quick. Excuse me. Also playing Dragon Age the Veilguard, still trucking along in that, making some progress there. I fought my first dragon. So that was fun. Yo, Zig with the 23-month resub. Thank you so much. You get a woo! Oh, that woo kind of cut out there. Woo! There it is. That's better. You get a back-to-back.
Bonus woo.
You do, because the first one was awful. My voice cut out. Goddamn. My body's like, stop. Fuck. Like, I don't wanna. But yeah, being my first dragon in Dragon Age the Veilguard, having a good time with that as well. Playing via so obviously I play it on my PC, but I'm also playing on Steam Deck, but I'm playing via GeForce Now. So, getting with the massive visual like bump there and all that stuff. So that's cool, but that's it. Ronan, it's been a week straight. It has been a week straight. Technically, it started the Sunday before the last show, but I didn't really feel it until that Monday. So now it's just like I'm fucking dying, man. Beast says Josh, Guild Wars 1 and the expansions were so addicting back in the day. That was welcome, Beast, by the way. That was my MMO of choice, because I tried RuneScape back in the day when I was a kid, and I never really got into it. Like I had friends who were really into it, but I never really could do it. And then every time, like my mom and we'd be walking through like Sam's Club. I don't know if you guys have Sam's Clubs where you guys are at. Like Costco would be another example if you don't have Sam's Club. But we'd be walking through Sam's Club together, and I would always see they'd have Guild Wars factions. They would have Guild Wars factions, and I would look at it every fucking time, like week after week, because that's kind of where we went grocery shopping and stuff. Week after week, look at it. And then one day I just asked my mom, like, hey, can we, like, can I get this? Like, can I try this out? Like, it looks awesome. And she was cool, so she allowed me to get it. And, back in the day, I wasn't really into like building computers as much as I am now and all that stuff. So like we only had the pre-built things that you'd get from a Walmart or stuff like that. And so it never ran well. But yeah, Guild Wars 1 was I fell in love, man. I fell in love with it. And after playing through factions, obviously got Nightfall and then got the original, obviously. And then I got Eye of the North, I think is what the last pack was called. Yeah, Guild Wars 1 was fucking amazing. And so I've dibble-dabbled in 2 over the years. But a week or two ago, something happened, something just clicked. And now I'm having those, for those who don't know, Guild Wars 2 is a basically completely different fucking game than Guild Wars 1. But I mean it, like something clicked with me that it brought me back to those feelings of playing Guild Wars 1. And now I can't fucking stop. Now I just can't fucking stop playing it. So shout out Guild Wars 2. Shout out ArenaNet for continuing to fucking continuing to put content out for this game, continuing to support it. Shout out for there still being no subscription fee. Same with Guild Wars 1. There's no subscription fee. Yeah, just fucking god damn. It's free to play. Yeah, the base game is free to play, yes. There are a good amount of restrictions on the free to play experience. But yes, if you wanted to dive in right now with the base game of Guild Wars 2, and it still holds up to this day. I literally just beat your personal story. Like I just beat the main campaign of the base game like a couple days ago. So I think it still obviously holds up. And it's easily my favorite MMO right now. Easily. So yeah. The other thing too, this is really fucking cool. I watched like a Guild Wars 1. I'm sorry. I'm waiting for Will to come back and then I'll fucking shut up about this. But like, I watched a retrospective video on Guild Wars 1 and I thought to myself, I wonder if I still have access to my old account. I wonder. And then sure as shit, the fucking masterminds over at ArenaNet made it so your ArenaNet login for Guild Wars 2 is all encompassing. So it encompasses your characters that you had on Guild Wars 1 as well. So sure as shit, I was able to just quickly download the client for Guild Wars 1 from ArenaNet's website, log in with my credentials, find my characters, hop back in. I'm like, oh my God, this is fucking crazy. So it was a very nostalgia fueled like past couple of weeks is what I'd say. Verb, no, he hasn't showed up for quite some time. Also, GameWord, thank you for the follow, by the way. Welcome to the live show. Sorry to fucking talk your guys' ear off about Guild Wars. I love it. It's one of my favorite games and experiences of all time. So, shout out. Is Destiny 1 getting a remaster? I saw something about it. There is nothing saying that it's going to. Somebody had reached out and was like, hey, would there ever be like a possibility of having like classic servers like World of Warcraft does, right? But those classic servers would be D1, like just Destiny 1, right? And then DMG, one of the community guys over at Bungie, was like, love the idea. I'm paraphrasing here, but it's like, love the idea. I'll pass it along. No guarantees, blah, blah, blah. Right? Like, I think he even said in his tweet, like, it'd be cool if they could do a classic server, but with the normal enhancements of what D2 has. You know, like the modern enhancements of D2, but in D1 setting. So there you go. I'd be down for it because I'm curious. Because I never played classic WoW. I've only ever played retail. So I'm curious players' perception, if it would be like a rose-tinted glasses situation, or if it would actually be, no, this is really fucking cool. That's what I'm very curious and hesitant on. Because, Will, like you and I spent ungodly amount of hours with D1.
Yes, we did.
Like,
too much time.
Yeah, like ungodly amounts of hours, 6 characters across multiple consoles. Like we spent an ungodly amount of time with that game. And obviously I look very fondly back on those moments, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing, Will. It was those moments.
Right. Was it necessarily how, like, if the game played how it did in today's time, it might not feel as good. Like
exactly.
It was going through, like you said, the moments, that time period.
Yeah.
That's what we had. It's what those experience of getting together for strikes, raids, anything. It's, yeah.
And the fact, like, you would run the strikes over and over and over and over and over again, trying to get a specific piece of loot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where now, like, it's not that fun to run the strike playlist anymore. So again, that's why I'm thinking to myself in the back of my mind, I wonder if this is a rose-tinted glasses situation where people say they want this, but then you go back and you play it and you're like, this was cool, but maybe not.
Well, it's interesting because you're so invested in talking D1 here.
Yeah.
you're so invested that you want to level up your character. You want that specific gear piece. It's what kept you on the game.
Oh yeah.
You know, that it's the anticipation of what am I going to get at the end of this versus now you're there's so many ways to get the gear you need.
Mm-hmm.
It almost feels like a senseless grind.
Mm-hmm.
Where back then grinding, you really felt like you were working towards something.
Yes. Absolutely.
But again, is that rose tinted glasses? Who knows?
Obviously, like, people like the idea of a grind, but the question is, what type of grind are we talking about? You know what I mean? There's different levels to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like I said, I'm very curious about it. If they ever decide to do something like that, obviously I would try it. Because the amount of time we spent in D1, it'd be like it'd be, you know, a time capsule. So it'd be fun to go back and see it again. But at the same time, I'm good with D2.
Yeah.
Ronan says Marathon will be the next grind. I hope it's good. I genuinely do hope it's good. Just because I want to see Studio succeed. But I am hesitant because I'm not an extraction shooter guy. But if there's one thing I know what Bungie knows how to do is that they are unbelievable creators of shooters. And I know that the trailer that we received was obviously not gameplay, but Destiny has some of the best visuals as well. Like some of the best skyboxes, some of the best arena design, so on and so forth. So if they have the same artists over there, so I assume that Marathon's going to be a fucking looker. So yeah, it makes me excited to see it. I'm curious how the game's going to play. Not the basic extraction shooter guy, but you know, I'm assuming it's going to be free to play as well. That's an assumption. That's a full blown assumption. But like, who knows? Who knows? I'll give it a shot if it's free to play, is what I should say. But who knows? All right. It's been radio silence from Marathon for a long time. So, Ronan, you're not wrong. And then they came out with like that developer thing that didn't really explain anything. What's up, Ash? Welcome back. Good to see you. And then the other thing I'll add is like we've seen some content creators come out and say that they've played the game. Like I think Hidden Xperia came out and said that he played it. I'm guaranteed that Dados played it. And that's a pure assumption, but like, come on, really? And then there's got to be other Destiny creators out there who've played it that just can't talk about it right now. So it's only a matter of time before the previews start happening and all that fun stuff. All right. Time for some shout-outs. Congratulations to ADZ and his partner on welcoming their newborn Lottie into the world. Congratulations to you both. And Lottie looks adorable, by the way. Happy belated birthday to Coach Clutch, another P United alum. Ash says, did you guys see D1 is permanently low price now for complete edition, like $20? Hey, that's fucking awesome. I didn't see the price. I did know that it was permanently discounted, but I did not know the price. But for $20, you get a lot of fucking content there. That's for damn sure. A lot of great 30 FPS content. You can go check that out if you're interested. Congratulations to Michael. I don't know if he's still in the chat right now, but he had his 1-year anniversary at Native Gaming, so shout out to you, sir. Happy belated 20th anniversary to Halopedia. Shout out. Shout out to everyone who joined in the 8s that took place over the week. Shout out to everyone who followed and subbed during the live show. There's Michael. Hello. That includes. Give me a second here. That includes Lumberquack with the 7-month resub, John with the 18-month resub, Blackout with the 12-month resub, Diode with the 12-month resub, Dayquil with the 8-month resub, Dumpy with the 29-month resub, and Zig with the 23-month resub. And then for the follows, we had Swiftkill, Smooth Operator, and GameWord. Thank you all very much for the follows as well. You all get a woo! Greatly appreciated. And then I'm going to cough one more time, and then I'm going to give a shout to our patrons. Excuse me. Shout out to everyone who's a patron at the semi-pro and higher tiers. That includes Unbroken Soul, Hardy Class, Blackout, Watsy, Deep Pancakes, Ashley, Voodoo Man, Rostermania Jr., Snagoo, Raider Hater, Peanut Bud, One Small Teddy Phantom, Rizax Arders, High Tech Redneck, Elite Sniper, the only name, Heavy Rainfall, and Landar Board. Thank you so much for the extra support over on the Patreon. I'm fucking dying over here. Community Creations, let's get it. Halo Memes every day, red.com/r/Halo Memes. Go check it out. Or don't. That's up to you. But there is something that you should absolutely check out, and that includes, or that is, I should say, the new Sin and Glitch partnership and hydration flavor. Experience hydration that's out of this world with Blue Rampancy. An unfriggin' believably delicious blue raspberry flavor influenced by Sin. Stay hydrated no matter the mission with our caffeine-free, zero-sugar, rapid hydration electrolyte formula. No, this is not an ad, but got to give a shout-out to Sin. She's been fucking working her ass off behind the scenes, getting these partnerships, these collabs going. So shout-out to Sin and your partnership with Glitch. I'll be setting my order within the next day or two. So very, very much excited. And there you go. Will. That's all I got. So if you would do me a favor before I die, plug the show.
Yeah, don't do that. But
I don't plan on it.
All right. As Josh mentioned, you can find us over on our Patreon where we do a little extra content, video show, audio show, some stuff. Go check it out. Patreon.com/HCS Pro Talk. As always, you can find us on your favorite podcast services. Just search for HCS Pro Talk. We're on iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, and others like Josh's favorite.
Pocket Cast is still not an ad. Also, you know what? Hold on. Before we continue. I saw a Jumper Escape tweet. I didn't reply to it, but there's a Jumper Escape tweet out there. And in Jumper Escape, if you listen to this fucking episode, then this is directed to you. You had asked, like, if there are, like, partnerships or blah, blah, or whatever out there that you're interested in, so on and so forth. Pocket Cast, there you go. Or you say, what do you look for in a partnership, so on and so forth? And my answer to that question is, like, if we were ever to do something sponsored, if we were ever to do like a collaboration or whatever it may be, it would have to be for a thing or a product that we actively use or actively utilize within our lives. Because I'm not going to sit here and shill for something that we don't fucking stand by. You know what I mean? So Pocket Casts, get at us. We'll be your first content creators. You want these fucking guys. You want these fucking guys. Go ahead, Will. I'm sorry.
Socials. We have a link tree for everywhere you need to be. Discord, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and the merch store. All on Linktree. ! Linktree in chat. Or if you go to our Twitter, it'll be there as well. And then don't go to hcsprotalk.com because it'll send you somewhere else. It'll actually go to haloevolve.co.
You're home for Halo.
We partner with the fine folks over at Podcast Evolve. We need to do more stuff, man. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. And then make sure to check out all their shows while you're there too. Podcast Evolve, Mission Debrief, Halo TV Plus, Book Club, Build with Blocks, Halo Headlines, and Halo Gear Guide. For all your like lore side, everything else going on in the Halo universe. You know, we got the HCS covered. They got the rest. Go check it out.
It's very true. Also, I know we're not partnered or anything with them, but I said Jumper Escape before. I want to give a shout out to them regardless because of their chatternet that they've got going on, because they do cover a lot of things that happen within Halo. So go ahead and check them out too if you're interested.
All right. That's it. That's it, Josh. That's all I got.
Thank you very much, Will. Greatly appreciated. Ronan says, I finally watched Tenet all the way through today. That's my milestone for the week. Many start and stops since that came out. I liked that movie. Yeah, it's kind of a clusterfuck, and the audio's kind of fucked too. But I'm biased because Christopher Nolan's my favorite director, so I'm basically gonna like anything that he puts out. Yeah, I thought it was good. Once you wrap your mind around it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's pretty fucking neat. Little twist they put on that shit. All right, ladies and
gentlemen.
Rating
out tonight, Josh?
Oh shit. Good idea, huh?
What about? Yeah. It's just a suggestion.
I like suggestions. Oh yeah. That sounds good to me. Let's fucking do it. Oh my God, dude. I'm my fucking... Hold on.
Bye, Ronan.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go raid up Male Main. So make sure to stay tuned for that raid. And to everybody tuning in live, thank you so much for doing so. Greatly, greatly appreciated, as always. For those that are taking the time to watch on YouTube or check it out on your favorite podcast service, thank you so much for doing so as well. We'll be back next week. Thanks, Beth. I plan to. Like, I'm sorry if I sounded fucking dramatic, but like, it'll be okay. We'll be back next week where there's potential. Using the fucking Halo Studios word, right?
Yeah, you're going PR on me, Josh.
I am. No, there's potential for roster information to come out, like, officially. So stay tuned for that. The potential. Who fucking knows?
Don't tease the people, Josh.
Oh, no. It's not meant to tease. It's like, without...
I know. It's possible. Yeah. It's possible.
Yes.
Just be on the lookout, you know?
Yeah. So you go. Play date this weekend. If I'm feeling fine, then yeah, that's the goal. Because I've fucking missed it for 2 weeks now. All right. We'll be back next week. We're going to raid Mail Main. Have a great fucking night, week, whatever. Love you guys. See you then next week. But until then, woo-woo!